Good morning, foodies. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you this amazing breakfast recipe, saltfish with fried bakes. Let's get started. Okay guys, so let's take a quick look at our ingredients. We'll start by making our bakes. Here I have some all-purpose flour, some whole milk. I'll be using some unsalted butter. I have some yeast, baking powder, salt, and some sugar. So the first thing you want to do is add your butter to the flour and just work that in by hand. Next, you want to add all your ingredients to the flour and just mix until they're well combined. Usually I would add my sugar and the yeast to the warm milk or warm water, but today I decided not to do that because I wanted to give you the right measurements. You know, because people usually ask me how much liquid you need to add, but I always tell them just keep adding a little bit until you form a nice soft dough. But today I have the right flour to milk ratio to give you the right consistency. So once you bring that dough together, you will knead it until it's nice and smooth. Once it is smooth, you want to cover it and allow it to sit for about 20 to 30 minutes while we prepare our saltfish. And just a reminder, you want to combine your sugar and your yeast to your warm milk. And if your yeast is not activated, you want to allow it to activate for about 10 minutes. My yeast was fast rise yeast, so I didn't need to do that step. So today I'll be using pollock salted fish. You can use any saltfish of choice. I will boil this for about 15 minutes or so, and then I'll show you what to do next. Here I'll show you the ingredients we'll use for the saltfish, which are onions, garlic, some bell peppers, tomatoes, some scallions, parsley. I have some garlic and onion powder, black pepper, Old Bay, and some complete seasoning. So once your saltfish is done boiling, what I like to do is run some cool water over it and just break it apart. And I keep running that water and just keep breaking it apart and stuff so that I can wash away some more of that salt. Once the salt is to my desired, taste, then I go ahead and just squeeze a little bit of lime or lemon juice over top. That will cut the little rankness from the fish, and it also combats the salt as well. So once I'm done doing that, I go ahead and just squeeze my saltfish dry, place it into a bowl, and then we'll go ahead and start frying everything up. So like I said, we'll go ahead and fry up our aromatics first. And you want to fry these for about 2 to 3 minutes or so. And what I like to do is add the seasoning to these instead of the saltfish, because the saltfish already has salt. So basically I'm just seasoning my veggies. So that's the next thing we'll do, add the seasoning to this, give it a good toss, and the last thing we will add is our saltfish. Once the saltfish is added, you want to give it a toss. Remember, the saltfish is already cooked, so it don't need to stay long here. Just allow it to fry for about 2 minutes or so, and that's basically it. It is all done. You can turn the heat off and let's prepare our bakes. So for the bakes, I like to add a little oil to my surface. You don't want to add any more flour to change the texture of the dough. So I add a little oil and then I place my dough onto my countertop. And what we're going to do today is roll this out. And we're going to cut the bakes out with a biscuit cutter. You can use anything you have in your kitchen. You can use a cover for a pot, anything that's to the size that you want your bakes in. You can use that, cut it out, or you can go the other route of pinching off little pieces and forming some little dough balls and just roll them out. But this one is easier for me today, so this is the one I'm going with. We will cut those circles out and just go ahead and start frying them. I like to place a piece of damp paper towel over the dough so it doesn't, have that scab over top and become hard and crusty. And now into a preheated oil, we will add 4 at a time. They are so small we can fry up a lot of them at once. So we'll add 4 in and just go in with the spatula, and I like to scoop that oil over top. It helps to inflate the bakes faster. And you will just allow these to brown up. Once they're nice and brown on one side, flip them over and let them become equally brown on the other side, and you just carry on with this step until you're all out of, your dough. Once they are done, you can get ready to serve and enjoy. And here you have it, bakes and salted fish, a Caribbean classic. Guys, these were so delicious. They were so pillowy soft on the inside and crispy and crunchy on the outside. Absolutely amazing. I can't wait for you guys to give the recipe a try. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave a comment down below. I will leave all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate your support, and as always, enjoy.